Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Brazilian sensation Vitor Roque, as it has been reported that Barcelona are currently studying various formulas to sign the 18-year-old Arsenal and Chelsea target. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking on this transfer news, as it has been reported that Barcelona are interested in this 29-year-old World Cup winner by name Guido Rodriguez, who plays for Real Betis. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the story in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are very welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With the summer transfer window not very far away, one of the priorities for FC Barcelona is to sign a new centre forward. As things stand, manager Xavi Hernandez has Robert Lewandowski as the only natural striker at his disposal, and the Catalans have been heavily reliant on him for goals. So it is only sensible for them to address the situation before next season. And Vitor Roque of Atlético Paranense has been identified as the primary target to strengthen the center forward position this coming summer. The 18-year-old prodigy is regarded as one of the next big things to be coming out of Brazil, and several top clubs across Europe such as Arsenal, Chelsea, PSG, and Newcastle United are all interested in his services. However, Barcelona have an edge over their competitors in the race for Vitor Roque, and his entourage is understood to favor a move to Catalonia. But with his transfer fee expected to be in excess of 40 million euros, the newly crowned La Liga champions find themselves in a disadvantageous position due to their financial fair play restrictions. As such, Mundo Deportivo is reporting that Barcelona are studying various different formulas through which they can sign Roque in the coming summer. One of the options being looked into is that Barca signed the 18-year-old centre forward on loan with a mandatory permanent purchase clause for 2024 that would allow the club to recover financially, and the deal would not be a burden on them, fair play wise either. Another possibility that Barca are looking into is making payments to Atlético Paranense in installments over multiple years, as it would again reduce the financial burden on the club. But the Brazilian outfit will make it tough in negotiations, and the presence of clubs like Arsenal, Chelsea, and Newcastle United, who can shell out money without any issues, complicate matters further for FC Barcelona. However, the players' desire to join the club and the impending appointment of Deco as the new sporting director could help matters. We hope so. We do hope so. Vitor Roque has been linked to Barca for such a long time, and from the look of things, Barca don't want to let go of the grip of that guy, because we quite remember we were the first person to be linked with Endrick, that other Brazilian sensation, until Real Madrid came into the fray and snap him up away from our hands. And Barca are keen not to repeat the same mistake. Of course, we all know that all these boils down to financial issues, because right now, Laporta and his board are trying to see that they can stabilize this club financially, sportingly as well. And of course, bringing in young talents now. If you're talking about being in transition, these are the kind of things you need to do. Young players should be a priority, because we are looking in the future. We're looking the club in the long-term prospects. And I think Vitor Roque, who has shown a lot of talents, this time Barcelona are showing a lot of interest, and they don't want to let that interest lie low, because the competition is very, very fierce. When you see the likes of PSG, the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Newcastle United, which in fairness, those clubs are better than Barca financially. We are at high risk of losing another Brazilian gem. So is Barca now trying to ensure that they don't do that? That is why this report comes out with saying that Barca have a lot about. They've come up with various formulas to see if which one can be possible for Vitor Roque to be coming to the Camp Nou, because Barca want to ensure that they do everything possible to have this guy. He's still 18 years old. He has a lot to play, and he's a striker. Knowing that Lewandowski is already in his late 30s, of course, he's nearing the end of his illustrious career. Barcelona just need to have that good replacement, and I think Vitor Roque coming will be very, very big and huge, and it's going to be worth it, honestly, because he has shown a lot. And being 18, but the fact now is Barcelona, the money, 40 million euros is what Atletico Paranaense are demanding, but Barca see it as so much expensive. So they have come up with several methods which they can try their best to ensure that they can convince the Brazilian club to sell their player. So fingers crossed, let's see how Barca will do, if they can succeed this time around to bring this guy, because it has been a very long time we've been talking about this guy being linked to this club, and the fact that he himself have always said in interviews that it has been his childhood dream to play for Barca. Then on to the final story of discussion, as the hunt for a new defensive midfielder continues at FC Barcelona. Several names have been touted as targets. Martin Zubimendi and Joshua Kimmich appear to be at the top of the wish list, while Sofian Amrabat appears to be the most feasible option. Links to Ruben Neves persist as well. Another name that has been thrown in the mix in recent weeks is Real Betis and Argentina star Guido Rodriguez. Indeed, according to Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are interested in the 29-year-old World Cup winner, but have not made any move in order to sign him as of yet. Rodriguez has been with Real Betis since 2020 and has grown into a pivotal player for the Seville-based outfit, but his contract with the club expires next year, as per the report. Rodriguez and his entourage are aware of the interest from the La Liga champions, while it was initially anticipated that the 2022 FIFA World Cup winner with Argentina would renew his contract with Betis. The entry of Barca into the picture may change things, even though Barca are yet to hold any talks with his club. Recently, Betis president Angel Haro commented on Rodriguez's future, stating that he remains a key player of the setup as the Estadio Bernardo Villamarín, and that there had been no talks with Barca about a possible transfer. He said, Guido is a very important player for us, who is helping us a lot, and we want him to continue doing so in the future. We know what is being said. Barca has never called us for Guido, and we are counting on him. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.